I was asked to do a video on the Capitol Hill riot, the Trump supporters storming the Capitol, um, and I waited a day because I wanted to see what came to fruition as this progressed. And quite frankly, I have to be careful how I word things because YouTube doesn't like when I say things like, for example, what I want to point out, I can't call them BLM rioters because I don't have proof that they were BLMers because YouTube doesn't like when I say they were BLM rioters. But we've dealt with a year, just about a year, in February it'll be a year, of murderous hordes of black supremacists robbing, looting, pillaging, setting fire to, and murdering white-owned businesses, white people. The one, Jessica Whitaker, who was murdered for simply saying all lives matter, okay, by people that were never caught, okay? Now, what my point is this. My point is this. Four people, have been confirmed dead as a result of police action in the Capitol, okay, against the Trump supporters. Now, yes, I am in full support of these people being taken care of by the police. I think that's a wonderful thing. I'm in full support of them being stopped. I'm in full support of President Trump being impeached for encouraging sedition. I am in full support of these things. I am definitely in support of Trump being impeached for this, okay? But what people don't understand, and I wish Donald Trump's supporters would see this. With the Black Lives Matter nonsense, what does Trump do? Trump immediately kowtows and passes a law to basically restrain the police's ability to use force to arrest violent criminals, okay? Number one, he immediately kowtows to Black America. Previously, Black criminal America. Prior to that, his First Step Act, which was promoted by Candace Owens, Jared Kushner, Kim Kardashian, Kanye West, these folks, he passes a law that lets violent criminals out of prison, some of whom immediately committed crimes upon being let out of prison. Okay? So my point is, and with Trump, okay, the Trump supporters is this. It didn't take very long for the National Guard and the police to mobilize against the Trump supporters and to start mowing down Trump supporters, did it? Now, how many Black Lives, or how many people that called themselves Black Lives Matters rioters and called themselves Antifa rioters, how many of them were put down by police? Not many. If you actually look, many people died during this year of riots and pillaging and arson and everything else. Many people died. But they weren't killed by police. They were killed by Antifas, or they were killed by other members of that called themselves BLM. Okay? So that's what was going on. The police did not take action. The police actually got down. They boogied down with these various groups. Okay? To show that they weren't, I forget what it was called. Is it the Brooklyn Stomp or the Brooklyn Clomp or the Brooklyn whatever? But the police and the National Guard were actually doing frickin' choreographed dance maneuvers with the anti-Trump rioters, the anti-American rioters. Now these people stormed the Capitol building, and they're immediately taken care of. Okay? That should raise questions with these Trump supporters, like, well, why hasn't Trump invoked the Insurrection Act to deal with the communist insurrection that's been going on? And more importantly, why is Trump trying to use the predominantly white working proletariat class to overthrow the United States government? That's what he's doing, and he needs to be impeached. But my point is that there is a double standard here. As always, certain people are getting away with things that other people are not. Okay? Now, I give kudos to the Capitol Hill police for taking care of these people. Okay? But my point is this was not the way that BLM was dealt with, or the so-called BLM. The people, see, I can't call them BLM because YouTube doesn't like when I call them BLM, but is not BLM an idea? Is it not a philosophy? Is it not people that gather together like Jesus the Jeebus Christ said? When two or more people are gathered together in my name, it is a church. Is not BLM? When two or more people are gathered together in the name of BLM, is that not BLM? I don't know. Same thing with Antifa. Antifa is a philosophy. They claim they are not an organization, but yet they are an organization when there is a number of people that share that philosophy actively attacking police and attacking civilians and getting away with it. That is what is abhorrent. And the fact of the matter is, this is the kind of crap that we've dealt with for a year now. This is why, and the thing is, look at how this plays off to the rest of the world. This is exactly what Russia wants, exactly what China wants, exactly what our enemies in the Middle East want, exactly what our, quote, greatest ally in the Middle East wants, and that's what they want is they want Americans to be at each other's throats. And that's what Trump gave them. And that's what Trump continues to give them. Okay? And that's what the problem is. Hopefully he will be impeached. Hopefully he'll be locked in prison. Hopefully his little entourage will be taken care of as well. But the fact of the matter is this is outrageous. I was following it on Twitter. Trump even basically called President or Vice President Pence a coward for not breaking the law and for not doing something that he can't even do, which is to overturn an election. And it's just freaking pathetic. It is pathetic. It's sad that people are this stupid. The same people that did this are the same kind of people that spent all their money on Trump University. I actually do like Tatum, Officer Tatum. He done come across straight, man. He knows. He knowed what he be talking about. He said, why you saying this? Why you saying you gonna come through? Trump's lawyers, we give you our money. You know what I mean? Our money. After we done give our money to the GOP. You trying to take us for a ride. Exactly. The Trump legal defense team knows they can't win because they know it's baloney, and they've done, in Officer Tatum's words, they done riled everybody up. Okay, done riled everybody up. Get that? They done riled everybody up. And on top of that, they knew they couldn't win. It was a big money-making scheme. Similar to the Green Party. If you remember the Hillary Clinton recount fund that was by Jill Stein, where they were raising money, not necessarily for the recount. It could have been used for a political campaign or anything else that they saw fit. So it's a big money-making scheme like Trump University. I mean, these like I said, these are the same idiots that would have given their money to Trump University and go, I don't know where my education went. Okay, so that's all for this video. Hopefully it won't get taken down because I mentioned BLM, because YouTube doesn't like when I defame BLM. Apparently BLM are protected members of society. People like Jessica Whittaker and that young man that got shot in the head, they are not protected members of society. Apparently, if you're white and you're a woman or a child and a black person blows your brains out, you are not a protected member of society. But if you're BLM, it is imperative that the police and the National Guard get down and do the Brooklyn clomp stomp cromp romp, whatever the hell it is, and get, they boogie down with you to show there ain't no hard feelings. And, I mean, for God's sakes, who was it? The Los Angeles County Sheriff was the one, you are my people, okay? He telling the rioters that they're his people. Absolutely outrageous. And it should wake the Trump supporters up to the point that they realize Trump is not on their side. Trump is against them. Trump is on the side of Trump. And possibly the side of other people that we don't even know about. He's done nothing but sow discord and division in this country, and it's a mess.